Hi guys and girls, Rose Burnett here from Mind, Body, Soul Balance. This is your daily inspiration, and today we're talking about self-motivation when you're tired, right? And why do I bring this up? Well, we often have lots of things in our life that we want to achieve, yeah? Whether it's our fitness, getting in shape, losing weight, whether it is following our goals and dreams, if we're an entrepreneur, how do we stick with what we want to achieve when things get tough or we're tired? There's all sorts of things that you might want to tackle and achieve in life, but how do you stay the course when you're knackered, right? And often when you're trying to do big things or achieve, it could even be small things that you're trying to achieve. Often it's a bigger thing, right? And you can be working really hard at it and not getting much traction, right? And but putting in the long hours and just feeling really, really tired. And why do I bring this up? Why is it so important? Well, we can often flag and give up, right, and not push through the tiredness barrier, and we give in, right, and we go off and just do something else instead of what we really should be doing. So, a great example is your fitness program, right? Not only if you're watching this and you're going, why is she talking about this? This is a tarot channel, right? Well, I'm actually a mind, body, soul balance coach, a transformational coach, have my own diet and fitness programs. But, for me, it's about the whole person, mind, body, soul balance, yeah? Mind, body, soul, spirit, really. Self-motivation when you're tired, it's so funny. I popped a photo up on Instagram today, depending on when you're watching this. Come follow me on Instagram too. I'll put my handle up here. I share a lot of fitness stuff, motivation stuff on there too. So I popped a photo up of me in my gym gear, my Nike gear, right, with my abs I've been working on. And I'm a bit of a fitness nut, I'll admit that, right? I didn't used to be. I've had fits and fads of being fit, but yeah, it's pretty fit at the moment, yeah. And it's so interesting. I had somebody on my Facebook page who is a friend, but not a close friend, going, oh, you're looking great, but you're not smiling today. Like, what's up with your smile? And I thought, well, instantly I got a little bit angry. I'm like, hello, get enough of that elsewhere, right? Don't need it from friends. And I looked at the photo and I thought, it's super interesting because the whole focus of the photo was to show off my abs, right? To inspire people at my age, or any age, what you can achieve when you want to in terms of your own motivation, in terms of your fitness, right? I wasn't focused on my face at all. Didn't care what my face was doing. I was more interested in getting the right shot of my abs, which was, but super interesting because it was in the morning, right? It's when you're at your tiredest often, if it's not at night, but usually it's the first thing in the morning, whether it's you dragging yourself around thinking, oh God, I've got to go work today, or dragging yourself around thinking, I've got to go and exercise today and just don't feel like it. And what that face was focus, because I knew I was about to head into a gym session, right? And I exercise 6 to 7 days a week. So the gym sessions, whilst there's something I do that they're not high impact, not high cardio, right? But it's a solid hour, a solid hour of a gym session. So that look on my face was focus and self-motivation, right? I was thinking of a gym program, the session I'm about to head into. I'm not going to walk in there with a great big smile on my face because I'm pumped, right? I'm pumped and I'm focused. But the comment was super interesting, and I'm thinking, in my world, and hopefully in your world, there are times when we're knackered, right? But we push through. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is how to push through, how to stay motivated, how to stay driven when you're tired. I work really hard in my business. You might too. You might have goals and dreams that you're working on really hard. And how do you stay motivated? And I'm somebody that works from home. It's one of the environments that I love working in because it's hopefully mostly quiet. Sometimes there's interruptions, dare I say, from neighbours, animals, the environment, right? But mostly it's quiet. But you've got to be super motivated and driven to put the hours in when you're working from home, because there's nobody at your back like your boss or whatever going, get on with it. There's only you. Yeah, it's only you. Fitness routines, if you're trying to lose weight, and I never say try because you can do it anytime, right? But it's more of a lifestyle choice is what I've come to learn. If you look at it and approach it as a lifestyle choice, it's really just nutrition that you're putting in your mouth, right? When you, and I don't want to get off track here, but when you desensitize yourself to food and start learning that it's just nutrition that's going to give you energy for your body and give it the right nutrition, yeah, That's diet, yeah. Fitness is another thing. They both go hand in hand. So how do you stick to a fitness program when you're tired? I've had times where I've gotten 3 or 4 hours sleep because I haven't slept very well. I've worked really late. I'll still get up and I'll still put the gym gear on and I'll still get out the door and go and do my program. I might not be in the best vibration when I go, right? But by the end of it, I'm pumped. Yeah. Usually it's just that first thing. It's what you're saying to yourself. You can always overcome anything you're saying to yourself in an instant. In an instant, you can switch it. Yeah. How often have you laid there, and I do this quite regularly too, dare I say, and procrastinate, right? In my head, I lay there and I go, feeling knackered, feeling tired. What could I do today? I might skip the gym and I might just go and do a walk, or maybe I just might do nothing. Yeah, I might just lay here on Instagram for a while. And I'll lay there on Instagram for a while and then I'll look at YouTube comments and then I'll go, oh my God, I've just wasted an hour. And I could have already been up and dressed and gone and done my gym workout, yeah? How often do you do that, right? And you go, oh, it's too late now. Yeah? I don't ever go, it's too late. I just tell myself to pack it up. Pack it up. Don't be ridiculous. Get your shoes on. Get in the shower. Get your gear on. Obviously not shoes in the shower, right? But you know what I mean. Yeah, make your bed. Making your bed's awesome, right? Because you're organised for the entire day. I know Lewis Howes does that too. He says one of his things is he's massive in terms of getting his day started. He always makes sure he makes his bed. I don't know what it is about that, but you kind of feel organised already, yeah? It's that split moment where you stop procrastinating and you stop doing all the stuff that is distracting you from what you really should be doing, which is getting up and going and doing your exercise. Or because I think that's a perfect example, right? Once you're out the door, you're committed. Once you're out the door and in the car, you're committed. There's no going back. That's as hard as it is, yeah, to push through that. What about in terms of your business or your ideas, your goals? How do you stay motivated when you're really, really tired and you feel like, I just want to give up. I've pushed and I've pushed and I've pushed and I'm not getting anywhere. Yeah, because that can come up quite a lot. And, for me, it happens a lot because I have big goals and dreams. I have big projects I'm working on this year. It never stops me. It never stops me. But there's certainly times where I think, God, I'm tired. And what do you do in those situations? Often, every day, I balance and ground my energies, right? So as I mentioned, I work out 6 to 7 days a week, often give myself a day off, right? I do give myself a bit of slack. In those moments, in those days when you wake up and you're super, super tired and you've got a whole day of stuff to do, right? Get yourself out of the house and get out in Mother Nature. 45 minutes minimum, right? You'll come back totally refreshed. I've done that, and for me, I often will get out in nature if I'm doing energy healing work because it puts me in a whole different vibration. I often meditate on clients' energy when I'm out and about. I do take time for myself as well. Just that time out to refresh and reset yourself is amazing and able to how much energy it'll bring into your body in terms of revitalizing your chi energy, your mindset, everything, your emotions, is that grounding energy. That's a great tactic for getting you back into your day. Very rarely will I take a moment out. If I've like plowed through a day and I've got to mid-afternoon, I've got the mid-afternoon slump. This is for those of you that work from home, right? You got the mid-afternoon slump happening, and I can obviously have my eyes going like doing that. Like, seriously, am I doing that? Very rarely, but occasionally, if you really want to amp yourself up, is do a half-hour guided meditation, lay down somewhere and just do it, right? Give yourself that break. Then come back to it. You'll find yourself, you would have not only calmed down, but you will revitalize yourself. But you have to be mindful of that it doesn't make you more tired, right? You have to work to your own energy. So that's something else to be mindful of is, how do you push through in terms of self-motivation when you're tired? Is you have to get really in tune with your own energy cycles. So if you're somebody that works better in the morning, you exercise better in the morning. What I mean by that is you've got the energy for it, right? Or if you're somebody that gets more done later on in the day, you can work right into the evening. or you prefer exercising after work, then recognize that and work to those strengths, right? For me, I'm a morning person, yeah, in terms of exercise. Don't even bother asking me to exercise at night time. Nah, you might be opposite. So it's working to those strengths as well, getting really in tune with your own energy cycles, yeah. What else can you do to stay motivated? Constantly, regularly revise your goals. I've got a whiteboard sitting here. Yeah, I look at it every morning when I sit down. Sometimes I don't read it. I just know it's there, right? Everything on there that I need to achieve. Write your goals and dreams down regularly. Revise them regularly. I don't care if you revise them whenever you feel like it. There's no set agenda for that. That's going to fire you up, right? You can do things like write a weekly list down about what you want to achieve that week and make sure you mark stuff off that you've achieved. Doesn't matter if you don't get them all done. That's a way to fire yourself up, to remind you, to keep you on track about what you're trying to accomplish that week. Yeah. I mean, for me, in terms of diet and fitness, I'm in a place where I don't say I don't ever really worry about my weight. I never count calories. That's just the diet program that I've put together, right? I don't have to track when I'm exercising because I'm always exercising. Yeah, it's just a part of my day. One of the things that you want to be mindful of is, if you want to be self-motivated, is what are your values? What are your core values? Because the way you put your values will decide how you're going to apportion your time out, right? So what do I mean by that? So if you've got your diet and your fitness at the bottom of your list, you're never going to get to it. Rarely will you get to it if it's the bottom of your list. Everything else is going to come in front of it, right? This is part of self-motivation as well, right? So if there's something that super bugs you about your life, constantly trips you up, you need to move it up your list to the higher priority. If it's your finances, if it's your career, if it's your friendships, time you spend with family and friends, if it's your body, your health, your nutrition, your wellness, it needs to go at the top, right? So for me, and we're all different in terms of our values, right? What we want to achieve, and that can change from year to year. Absolutely. You might want to travel one year and it goes at the top of your list. Yeah, for me, mind, body, soul balance is always at the top of my list before everything else, my health, my fitness. Without that, guaranteed you're going to fall in the hole and not be very productive. Yeah. If your health and fitness is not working for you, God, it impacts every part of life, right? Recently, dare I say, I'm somebody that's, don't mind me chatting, yeah? I'm somebody that, apart from, I'm hardly ever sick, right? I'm known to trip and fall. It's the bugbear of my life. Well, in the last month, I've fallen twice. I've seriously injured a hand, right? Has it stopped me going to the gym? No, I keep working through it, right? But even just that small injury, it's just like you're dragging something around that you just wish would work better, right? That's how it feels in your body when you've got an illness, or it just holds you back. Yeah, it definitely holds you back. So it's so important, yeah, you know, your health and wellness. So for me, it's always at the top before I do anything, so that I have that vitality for the day. Even as I shared with you, I can get super tired and procrastinate like everyone else and lay there on Instagram rather than get my gym gear on and get in the gym when I should do, yeah. Time management is something to be mindful of in terms of how to stay self-motivated, something that, you know, you constantly need to work on. How can you get more time into your day? Because if you're somebody going, I don't have time, you've always got time. You've got to make time, right? So you either need to get up earlier, go to bed earlier so that you've got more energy. It's always, we never have more time than we got, right? And it could just slip away from us. So in terms of motivation, self-motivation, working on your time management is something that's very key. You kind of look at your areas of your life and you go, I mean, let me pull this up for you. How distracting is that piece of equipment? Constantly pings off. How many times are you watching it every day? How many times are you checking your social media channels, your text messages? Rarely is it phone calls interrupting you. Usually it's everything else that's going on that phone, yeah. Technology. So sometimes it's about, like when I work, it goes on vibration silent, yeah, because I can't deal with the pinging going off. And I deal with multiple social media channels, yeah. So it's about recognizing where you're wasting time and how to bring more time back into your day, yeah, to get those things accomplished that you want to get accomplished. So I hope this helped. Love to hear your feedback below. If you've got some great suggestions, on what you personally do that helps you stay motivated, self-motivated, love to hear them. I mean, there's so much more I can share with you, but I'm sure you've got stuff to get on with your day, right? Yeah. All right, for now. Much love, much light. Namaste.